In Sooner Than You Think news.
Sooner than you think.
Was that Scottish?
I don't know.
Sooner than you think, Claudia. Okay, anyway.
Hey, you're good at
Thank you.
Do the whole thing in the fucking Aussie accent. I love it when you do it, dude.
Right, so in Sooner Than You Think news, submitted by Logical Chaos,
Damn, that's fucking
scientists have determined how long it takes for people to decide to marry someone.
to marry someone.
Can't even what did you just say?
What other accent? Give me another accent.
That's the only one I got.
Stick to one.
Vietnamese!
Oh, that one, I don't know, man.
I could do it.
Joe, you do that one, you do Australian.
No, they already know I could do that one.
He's gonna be the attractive one. You're
But
the
he doesn't
unattractive
know,
one.
mate. He doesn't know, mate.
See how trashy it sounds, dude?
He's like, what do you call those? The bogans.
My Australian
yeah.
sounds country. Like I can't do Australian at all.
I remember when
so
you were
good.
doing accents, they all turned Tennessee.
All of them.
British. Well, back at home, you know, like.
I'm the worst with accents. Anyway, you're really good.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love that. So
So
good.
yeah, so
Yes.
scientists have determined how long it takes for people to decide to get married.
I always wonder about these types of studies because they're so not quantitative. They're like
You opened it.
Which studies are these about accents?
because how do you measure that? Like I saw this other study, and I'm sorry, it's not related.
That's
about
it's okay.
Asian men. It was about the attractiveness of Asian men and how it was like, oh, for an Asian man to be seen as equal to a white.
It was a professor.
It was that professor who was like, he has to make $200,000 more than and I was just like, how do I get that a study was made, but what
How do you quantify it?
Yeah, what test group, what dating site, like how big, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got into some trouble on social media.
No, and it was dope because then, I responded to you and then we got a little, our conversation was cool, like it got promoted and shit. But yeah, how do you in the first place? Like, where does he get that information?
It's like, okay, I get that there was a study, but
in most social studies, right, it's so easy to change it with your statistics.
Because I could change
it's
it with
the
our statistics. I know some bum-ass Asian dudes that could nab some hotties. And there's some thug-ass motherfuckers, dude. They make nothing. And they mooch off all their girls, dude. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing.
They're that good looking?
No, they're not. They're disgusting.
But their game is just so good.
Yeah, they just come up, what's up, bitch? I don't know, something like that.
That's their game?
I don't know, I can't do it though. But if I were to imitate what they do, it's like,
He looks drunk.
I don't do that, dude. I giggle my way into the pussy. It's different, dude.
You're making him blush.
oh, I just love these new sayings that I'm looking for.
Giggle my way into
That's his shirt.
I giggle my way into the pussy.
Did you just come up with that now?
I guess, yeah.
And then you should make one. You should make a girl tee that says "Giggle your way into my pussy" or something.
Oh, that'd be great, dude.
For all the girls that have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
The only problem is it takes like 6 months. So there's a time frame. You know, like these other guys, it's quick, right? What's up, bitch? And the girl goes,
How'd you make that noise?
yeah, something like that. Me, I'm like, ha ha ha. They go, ha ha, you're a good friend. I'm like, no, I'm not a friend.
I'm trying to fuck you. You're so funny.
You're so funny. Hey, have you met my other friend? He's gay. I'm like, no, I'm not gay, dude. Like, come on. No. I'm trying to giggle my way into your pussy. And 6 months later, I have Mariel.
Nice.
So that's how you got married.
Love story.
Well, speaking of 6 months, this new study polled married people and it found out that on average, it took them 172 days to decide that they wanted to get hitched, which is about 6 months.
Hitched. Oh, I like that.
That's quantifiable. Okay, I get that.
Well, how big is a study group? 3 people? See, that's not quantified.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It's gotta be a good sample size.
Well, this other one says that it was on 2,000 coupled and uncoupled people. They found out how long it takes for people to make decisions, and that turned out to be 210 days.
So, on average, it took 6 months for people to get married.
I got it mixed up. No, the people to make decisions, it says that it took 5 bad interactions before they realized that they disliked someone.
Oh, disliked or liked someone.
It takes 5 of them?
For the marriage thing, it took 6 months to realize that they wanted
To get married. They didn't tell me how many people though.
I do know that living in LA is a bit of a bubble because the rest of the nation, people get married much earlier, and then they do make those decisions much earlier. So statistically, this might be true, but I kind of feel like
No, I think they're just saying though that like within those 6 months, you'll already know like, okay, I can see me going.
well, like I could see a future with this
Yeah,
person.
not necessarily them getting married.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is
them
crazy.
getting married, but
Oh, that they end up getting married?
no. That's when they
when they know.
decided that
When
they
the
wanted to get
decision
married.
is right.
Oh, I thought that's like when they got married.
No, yeah.
Cause I'm like, damn,
was
that's
the-
only 3 months or so of dating. Oh,
When you go back and they ask like, oh, how far into the relationship did you know that you wanted to marry this person?
That's true.
Yeah.
How did you know, like, your moment when you were like, I could marry this woman?
I think like the first 3 months.
Damn, homie.
No, because when we first.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because when we
He
first.
giggled his way into my pussy. Yeah, basically, dude.
No, because when we first got together, me and Joe were just trying to revive JK after we took like a year off, and so we had, I think like maybe 20,000 subscribers, and we're only getting maybe like 8,000 views, and we're like, fuck, what are we gonna do? And then so I'm like, we gotta hit this hard like full time, and at that time she was a working professional. And then she was like, hey, you know what? If this is really your passion, if this is what you want to do, I'll support you. Whoa. And so I was like, oh, fuck. I'll cut off my fingers for you then.
What a down ass bitch.
Yeah, she was like, I'll support you if that's what you want to do. I'm like, that's awesome.
Prove it. Cut off your finger.
Damn, I know you was down like that, homie. Yo, man, you a down ass fucking puta, fool. What's up, eh? That's tight, man. What about you?
Similar to that, actually. So for me, it was about 6 months. Casey and I were dating for 6 months, and at that time, I was going through a lot of issues where it led to the point where I didn't really have anywhere to live.
and Casey rescued you.
And then Casey rescued me.
Like a dog.
Me and Isaac.
Not like a dog. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm sorry, like a puppy.
like a kitten.
Like a cat.
Like a lost iguana.
Yeah, like a
Oh, yeah, 'cause, like, it was hard times because like my job was cutting my hours, so I was getting paid less, so I couldn't afford getting an apartment on my own. At the same time, he was moving out with his roommate getting his own apartment, and he was like, well, I have this apartment, why don't you live with me? And I'm like, wait, we've only been together for 6 months. And he was like, yeah, I know, it's a big decision, but I thought about it,
But I love you.
and I love you. And like, yeah.
Damn.
He said, and I love you?
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, by then we had already said I love you.
Oh, I thought that was the first time. If it was, dude, that fucking hit
What a
me in
great
my heart,
moment.
dude.
Yeah, that would've been
That's
dope.
corazon,
No, he
fool.
told me too soon where I'm like,
2 weeks?
You really love me? Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
Damn, this was weird.
He's not weird. She's a lovable person. What the fuck?
Oh, thank you. No, yeah, he was drinking, and so I'm like, oh, he didn't mean it.
Oh, yeah.
No, when it's drinking is when they do
That
mean
is.
it.
That's honest.
That's when they're the most honest.
No, but you know what's crazy? So he was in Dallas with his family when he said that. He was drinking then. We were talking on the phone, and then when he came back, I was like, you know, you said that, and he was like, I did, and then he thought about it, and then I was like, look, it's okay. We're not that serious yet. You can run. I got a lot of baggage. I understand.
Damn, you fucking negative, dude.
I know.
You should have
but-
left. Okay.
I would just put it all out there.
It's better than him finding out later.
For sure. I wasn't deceitful.
You put all your Carfax out there. That's good.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm broken here. New radiator.
She doesn't have an accent.
I'm a fucking lemon, okay? Fuck, eh? Fucking lemon, fool. I don't give a fuck, man. Agua fresca, fuck
He
it.
knew I was a diamond, okay?
I know.
I'm overdue on my oil change.
So anyway, he was like, no, you know what? I do mean it. I love you.
Cállate.
Oh, sorry.
That's a sweet story.
Have you ever had fucking car trouble?
Oh, is when the stuff that you're afraid to say comes out when
Yeah,
you're drunk.
that's
I think.
true,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I told Meryl that I think I could marry her like probably like 4 or 5 months in. I didn't say that I wanted to marry her. I said you could be somebody that I could see myself with.
What did she say?
Oh
Did she
wow, you're
blush?
so romantic.
I was.
Did she blush?
No, she got scared.
And how long ago was that?
Why? Because she thought you were too serious? You're coming on too strong?
Yeah, for her, I mean, I didn't tell her that I wanted to marry her. I said I could see myself being with her for a very long time, and I think that scared her a little bit.
Oh.
Really?
You know, she's very like.
I wouldn't have gotten scared if I really liked the person. I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. But for her, everything was such a new experience because I am her. She was my longest relationship too. But for me, I think I was more concrete in who I was as a person than she was. So for me, if I say that, I was like, oh, it's just a matter of fact. Like that's how I feel in this moment. And so for her, it was more like, oh shit, this is like a big deal. But to me, it was more like, that's how I feel.
You know who you are. You know what you like. You know what you want.
Yeah, and look at that, 4 years. We still together, baby. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Giggle my way right into that shit. Tee-hee, tee-hee, tee-hee.
I wasn't even planning on being in relationships.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think I would ever be in a relationship, ever. Cause at the time that I was met Jess, I was like, I just kind of lost hope, really, that I would find a partner that will connect in a genuine way with me because of how different I am. So it's very difficult to have somebody really understand me and me them. So I'm like, well, it's easier to just fuck.
That's another shirt.
It's easier to just fuck.
It's easier to just fuck.
Dropping catchphrases like all over in this one.
No, but then like it was really dope because I didn't even picture myself doing like a long distance thing or investing so much time and effort into someone so far away that I didn't even know, but the connection that we had was so fucking dope. But you know, like I think I came from a place that was so like marriage was like way beyond the realm of reality for me, so it wasn't even on my mind.
Yeah.
But just having somebody that I connected with was such a refreshing feeling that it was like baby steps, you know? It started working and then we're moving in and then we're talking about now future kids and all this stuff, and it's
Crazy,
like,
huh?
when did that happen? No, like, cause I see myself with the future with her. You know, like I don't talk about it openly, but we do we have these private conversations. But yeah, you know me, like I
Sugarcane farm with her.
I tell her too, I want a romantic farm with you.
But what about what she wants? What about what she wants?
She is a very easy going person.
Nice.
Like I said before, you know, she's gonna get her house with her beautiful servants, buff dudes that wear nothing but
That's exactly what
neckties. Yeah, and I'm gonna get my mud hut and my pig outside, and we good.